Good morning, Las Vegas, and welcome to A Healthier Tomorrow. I'm your host, Will Rucker, here with my incredible, fabulous, amazing co-host.
Good morning, y'all. Equally, I'm Ciara Owens. I love you, Will. Absolutely.
We are so glad you're tuning in today because this is a month full of opportunity to celebrate, to reflect, to take action towards better health. And it's June, so it's time to party.
Yeah, so many just amazing things. The weather is nice and hot. It's Juneteenth next Thursday. And it's just feeling good.
Yes, indeed. It's Pride Month.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I got some things we're going to sit there and talk about.
All right.
At the end of the show.
So we're going to honor strength, resilience, and the contributions of our LGBTQ plus, IA. Hold on, am I missing anybody?
Did you say Q?
QIA, and plus. We're going to just cover the plus. Just make sure we get everybody.
Yes.
Because they make the world a better place simply by being here. Amen. It's also Men's Health Month.
Yes, it is. We need to sit there and make sure our men are taking care of themselves.
That's right. Happy Father's Day to all who celebrate.
Yes, it's Sunday. Happy Father's Day to my dad.
Yes. It's National Safety Month.
Really? Mm-hmm. No, I didn't know that one. Safety in regards to what?
I don't know.
Okay, all of it above.
And it's Great Outdoors Month among so many other celebrations, but I'm excited because we get to uplift some amazing voices and tell some great stories today.
Yes, some amazing women that have been on the show before and doing amazing things in the community. We're actually going to start with Miss Mekale today. Go ahead and reintroduce yourself, I should say, to our audience.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Mekale Holmes. Lord, I can't even pronounce my name. I am Mekale Holmes. I work at the Nevada Health District and the Office of Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion in the Tobacco Control Program. And I'm also the coordinator for Because We Matter, an initiative to address smoking within our communities.
How long have you been doing this now?
6 years? 6 years.
Wow.
6 years.
I mean, I remember when you started.
Oh, my goodness.
Was it fresh from Florida?
Yes, right off the plane.
and you kept saying Nevada.
I know, and I still have to think about it, but I'm Nevada.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm so proud of the amazing work you've done and how you've grown this program and the level of awareness that you've created through diligence on a tough topic because it's not easy to talk about tobacco.
No, it's not. It's one of the silent stressors of our community that kind of has been left unchecked, even though there is a lot of prevention work being done on this. It's just for some reason when it comes to tobacco, it's not really hit as hard as we need to hit it, because it's like 16 million. I wrote a note. I believe it's like 16 million people in 2024 had some sort of tobacco-related illness. So 16 million Americans, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. So we need to really hit this where it hurts so we can save our folks, all of them.
Out of that 16 million, how many are disproportionately black?
Oh, so approximately about 40,000 of our beautiful melanated people die from smoking-related illnesses every year. And that's our stroke, diabetes, heart disease, lung cancer, those type of that are high in our communities.
Let's dive into that for a minute because I don't think people always make the connection between tobacco exposure, tobacco use, and things like diabetes and heart disease because you're like, oh, I'm just smoking. It's something we used to see on TV all the time, and now they've got the glorification. Lord, I can't talk either, Mekale. But they're glorifying. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Like vape use and that sort of thing. So, what's the real deal? How does it really impact our health?
Oh my goodness. So those risk factors for our diabetes and heart disease and stroke, it exasperates those risk factors. What it does to our heart, the tar that it puts in our body, it thickens the capillaries, it puts more stress when the blood is trying to pump. And we don't think about those things because we don't see it, right? We don't see this happening in our body at all. But 10 years down the line when you're wheezing, or 5 years, 1 year. Now the consequences of smoking are kind of hitting a little quicker than what they used to, because of the way that the nicotine products are being produced. Before it was like just a few products, some cigars, chewing tobacco, and cigarettes.
Yep.
And now we're vaping. They're coming out with new products almost, I don't know, every time I turn around there's something new on the market that's full of nicotine, and people think that they're okay because it's not tobacco, not understanding that the nicotine in it is what causes the addiction and what kind of leads to all the rest of the health issues. We got to do better when we're understanding and we're looking at things and we're talking to each other and we're like, oh, cigarettes are not that bad, or vaping is better than cigarettes, when none of it is safe. Nothing that contains nicotine is safe, not in any amount, not in any form. And we have to be real with that when we talk about it.
It's something we were talking about actually before the show, and even you touched on it now. Vaping or hookah or whatever the case may be has become a center of our entertainment, of our social lives,
yes.
of even our kids. The previous show, it might even been you who shared the epidemic of vaping with our young people, because
yes.
they're tasting like cotton candy and strawberry and all these amazing things. How can we really address and inform that there's other things that we can do? There's other ways to have fun. There's other ways to have a good time.
Yes, creating smoke-free spaces for our kids, for ourselves. Recently, we just wrapped up participating in Jazz in the Park at the Clark County Government Amphitheater.
It was wonderful.
Always is.
And it was 5 weekends of smoke-free entertainment. Now, there were some people that couldn't sit that long, and they were sneaking cigarettes here and there. But our announcer and the park did a wonderful job addressing that, letting them know that this is an environment that's safe. And there was kids there. So
I love that you said sneaking a cigarette. Like you can actually sneak that.
They were trying. They were trying. Right by the banner.
Nobody would know. Nobody gonna know this.
Yeah. Or even sneaking the vape, and then all you see is the big puffs.
Yes.
Imagine walking through the high school, middle school, and sadly even the elementary schools. It's like, yo, I saw that. What are you doing?
That. So creating smoke-free spaces. Also in May, we did No Menthol May, and I expanded that because usually it's just ran in our local black churches that are committed to this mission. But this year we expanded it to our organizations and businesses that are also very focused on improving the well-being of our community. And we were able to create events that were smoke-free and keep that rolling. You can come in and do like a game night that we had with Pretty Poodle Entertainment.
Yes.
And and check her out. She has monthly events and they're smoke free, So, and everybody had fun. Nobody missed a beat. It was not missed. Nobody was like, where's the hookah or anything like that. People really interacted, networked, had fun, and it was a great time. So creating spaces like that for us that are free from smoking and vaping, that's what we kind of need to focus on, because we can't wait on laws and policies to be created for us. We have to do it for ourselves.
100%. And, Beehive, don't come after me. I love Beyonce, and I'm going to the show. But why she got to smoke on the stage?
I don't know.
I was trying to say glamorize and glorify together earlier. I figured out what happened. But even, Tyler Perry, if you want to give me a job, I'll take it. And you got it all on your show. So we try to make this normal, but we need to have more respect for ourselves and our bodies, because it's not harmless. It is harmful. Yeah. And there's no safe level of smoke exposure. So even if you want to take the risk for yourself, and you're going to smoke, you're impacting those around you. And it's not just the smoke that's in the air. It gets on your clothes, and you've got that third-hand smoke, so not just even second-hand. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, I've actually been discussing that with people, especially our people who vape. Okay, so you're vaping, it smells like chocolate chip cookies. Your kids around you, they're inhaling the second hand from you exhaling, and then you pick up your baby, and now your baby is inhaling this third hand smoke from your clothing. Or you're going, and after you've smoked, and you're going to take care of your grandmother, and you're helping her with her medications, and now that residue is on your hands from smoking. And now she's exposed. And people don't realize that exposure can also cause the person being exposed, your baby, your grandmother, your children, to experience the same health conditions as if they were smoking it firsthand. So they're getting exposed to things that is going to cause them to have lung cancer and heart disease and other medical, and babies with asthma. We have RSV, I believe that is correct. And these smoking just irritates the lungs. So you have people that are susceptible because they have maybe low immunity, they haven't built up their immunity, they just came off a cancer treatment or whatnot, and you're exposing them to something that's going to open the door for other issues. We got to look at it like that. Smoking is just not like an individual problem. It is a whole community problem because it's affecting the whole community, even if the whole community is not smoking.
It is a community problem. Thank you for saying that, because it's more, we got to get out of this individual mindset and recognize we need each other, and we need each other more today than ever before. One thing I was thinking about kind of as you said that is, I like nice people. Y'all like nice people?
I love nice people.
I do. And when people can smile and be kind and they're not irritable. But what happens when you have that nicotine is, if you don't get your nicotine hit, you get a little irritable and you're not as nice. And you might not even notice. You might be thinking it's just normal, but it's actually the fact that you're having withdrawal because you're addicted. And I don't think people look at this as a drug.
They don't. They do not look at tobacco as a drug, but it is. It was classified as that when it, it still is. But the withdrawal symptoms is real. If you're someone and you can't eat, you can't go to sleep, you can enjoy yourself without having that substance, you might want to consider that there's an addiction there. When you need more and more to just feel, maybe a half a cigarette used to do it for you. It used to calm you down. Now you need to smoke a half a pack to get that same feeling of de-stressing or decompressing. And unfortunately, that is causing you to have a problem, have an addiction. And we got to address that it's so many things I want to say right now. Y'all don't even understand.
Go ahead. Go off there.
We got to be real with ourselves. We are very good at making excuses for the things that we like to do. It's easy for us to tell other people that something is bad and is not healthy, but when we are looking internal within ourselves, we make excuses. And we have to stop making excuses, because again, this is not an individual problem. It's a community of problems. So if you're making excuses for yourself, you're making excuses for everyone around you when it comes to this. Our young people are vaping. I speak to educators. They're telling me how elementary school age children are being caught with vapes.
Yes.
And they're getting them from their moms or their dads. They're sneaking it out their purses. And they're seeing their big brothers and their cousins vape, and they think that this is something great to do. It smells good. It looks fun. There's this big puff of magical smoke. And now our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old children think that that's okay. And now we have middle school and high school students addicted to nicotine, and now they have to go through that process of quitting. They need the nicotine replacement therapy. They need coaching. They need a lot more than just saying put the cigarette down or put the vape down, because now it's becoming part of our culture when it shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
Not on that level.
And I'm so glad you mentioned they need more than just, because it's not just telling somebody stop it, right?
No.
But you all offer so many resources to help. We're not saying this to make anybody feel ashamed or feel bad.
All.
This is because we want to help. We want to really empower our community. So what resources do you have, and how do they access them?
So for all my folks out there listening to this, and you're considering taking that journey to remove these products from your life, there is a lot of free help and resources out there. Not only do we have the Nevada Quit line at 1 1-800-QUIT NOW. You have American Lung Association, PAVE, which is Parents Against Vaping and E-Cigarettes. Behind the Haze is one, American Academy of Pediatrics. And then right here in Las Vegas, Dignity Health offers freedom from smoking. So you can contact them as well if you want in person, but you also have access to online and phone quit lines. And it starts with just you wanting to make the decision to quit. Once you decide within yourself this is something that you want to do, get your quit date. Think of a date that you want to stop, and even if that date comes and goes and you're still working on it, that's fine. You just set another quit date. But the whole thing is you have something to focus on. By Thanksgiving, I want to be tobacco free. All right. Well, that's your first step. Second step is, why do you smoke and why do you want to quit? Mm-hmm. What are your triggers? What causes you to want to pick up that cigarette? Is it being sociable? Is it you just finished a long day of work and now you need something to kind of calm you down? Look at that, and let's find other behaviors to put in place of that. I know that people really feel like smoking and drinking go hand in hand, but you don't have to do either one of them if you don't want to. And you definitely can participate in activities where you don't smoke. You can go to coffee houses. You can go to brunch. You do not have to go to the hookah lounge.
So, Miss Mekale, thank you for all this information. If people want to be able to follow you and learn more and figure out how we can really join this movement, where can they find you?
Well, they can find me running around Las Vegas. Now, I am trying to be anywhere that we are at to create smoke-free spaces. So you'll probably see Because We Matter throughout. Stop me. I'm always here. You can also catch me at www.becausewematter.lv.org, or you can also go to gethealthyclarkcounty.org, and that'll link you to me as well. Or you can reach me at Holmes, HOLMES, at snhd.org.
Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you. And we look forward to having you again and again and again. The Healthier Tomorrow radio program is brought to you by the Office of Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion at the Southern Nevada Health District. Our tobacco control team hosts Because We Matter, a smoking and vaping prevention initiative for African Americans in Clark County. The mission is to raise awareness, offer quit resources, and promote a smoke and vape-free lifestyle. For more information and to find out free events, visit BecauseWeMatterLV.org.
All right. Well, I am excited for our next guest. And this is kind of a full circle because last year, I think you were hosting Because We Matter. I was a speaker and Mekale was organizing. So we all fam in the club, right?
Yes.
Thank God they say, all right. Good. Zarina, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. So, I began volunteering with Mekale a long time ago during the pandemic. I just needed something to do to get out of the house.
Yes.
So I love service. I love to serve my community. And I began volunteering with Because We Matter at the churches with the No Menthol May. We'd go to the churches and provide resources and provide swag, lots of swag, getting information out to the community about the harmful effects of menthol. And I said, you know what? This is so informative, so important. I'm going to make sure that my family is aware. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make sure that we tell the stories and get this information out to my family. So the next step was to take it to the people that I care about the most. And I told my sorority sisters, and they were like, oh, well, this is huge. This is big. We need to do something about this at our events. So we made all of our events no tobacco. And literally that sorority year, we pledged to make sure that all of our events were smoke and vape free. And with that partnership with Because We Matter, we really made a big impact. We were trying to change a shift, make a cultural shift with how we celebrated, how we functioned, how we hung out. And now we're 2-3 years in. We're about 4 years in.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Time goes by.
Exactly. And how we do social events, right? Our biggest to date was our Taste the Dream this year. So we had a huge Black food truck and resource festival at Pearson on one of the biggest weekends here in Vegas, MLK weekend at the Pearson Center, and it was totally smoke and vape free. Our community came out, we celebrated, we had a great time, we ate, no cigarettes, no smoking involved, and we really had a great time. We just tried to shift that narrative that you need to smoke, you need to vape to have a good time.
Love that. Now, for the two people listening that don't know who you are, because our whole community knows you, would you introduce yourself and then tell us about your new initiative, Nevada Creative Arts Collective?
Yes, absolutely. So for those who don't know me, my name is Zarina Washington. I am the creative director and the executive director of the Nevada Creative Arts Collective. I have a new organization. We are working to implement the arts to create resilience and use the art of improv to work with communities and individuals in a new and dynamic way. One of the ways that we try to help and serve the community is to use the arts to build and facilitate new skills to help folks to. It's very different. It's very different. I'm trying to make it so that everybody gets a better understanding. So I'll give you an example. So when we look at smoking and vaping, for example, there are a lot of stressors that cause folks to smoke and vape. But if we can use the art of improv to explore why those stressors exist in the first place, we might can minimize why people smoke and vape in the first place. And we can replace those stressors with new techniques and strategies so that we can just eliminate the need to smoke and vape in the first place. Improv is just such a great way to, find new ways to, just to realize that life keeps going. Life goes on. Life is chaotic, but you can be resilient and you can keep moving forward. So, I hope to create workshops and facilitate ways for folks to get involved and to kind of play. You don't have to be an actor to get involved or do those things, but that's the kind of things that we do with the collective. So. Yeah.
So who's part of the collective? One, let me sit there and say I absolutely love the improv. I'm starting to see it more and more, so I'm very intrigued. I was most recently on a show Never Ever Met, and that's how the couples actually got to really know each other, which I thought was super dope.
Yes.
So how do we get involved in something like this? You talk about your workshops, you say we don't have to be actors.
Yes.
So what does that look like?
It is for everyday people. We get you up on your feet and we teach you how to engage in some skills, some games that you can engage with. And you can take these home and play them with your kids. You can play them with your friends and your coworkers, just to kind of get moving and to get out of your head a little bit, because life is so stressful as it is. But once you kind of engage with them, it gives you the opportunity to think outside the box, because life doesn't just stop when challenges come your way. So if you can engage in these strategies, it'll give you the opportunity to be a little bit non-traditional, to kind of shake things up, because that's what life throws at you, right? So the more you engage in these strategies and these games, it'll allow you the opportunity to kind of to go beyond a little bit more. And once you engage in them with the workshops and facilities that I hope to bring to the community, those are opportunities for folks to just kind of take things a little bit further. So I'm hoping to bring some opportunities for folks to engage with the collective in the fall. I will be promoting them on social media, and folks can engage with us at the Nevada Creative Arts on social media, Instagram, Facebook.
What's that handle?
Yes, the handle is at Nevada Creative Arts. Super simple, at Nevada Creative Arts. And feel free to message us, instant message us. Is that what the
DM? Like on the DM.
DM. Please DM us. And we would love to connect in that way. If you have an organization that you want to bring us to, please feel free. Come out, and we would love to work with you and your organizations as well.
Really? So you'll come out?
Oh yeah. We'll come to you.
Say less, Ms. Washington. Say less.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love that. Improv is one of my favorite things, and it's helped in so many ways. And I use it for teaching compassion skills.
Oh, yes.
And so it yes and, right? That's the whole ball game right there.
That is exactly it. because that's life.
That's life, yeah.
Improv literally is life, and it is an empowering opportunity for folks. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the 3 minutes.
Oh.
I'm not used to radio.
No, you are doing fantastic, and it's great to have you here. But yeah, I'm glad you saw the sign, because we are winding down. So, yes. What do you want to leave with our audience for them to take away from you today?
Yes, what I'd love for folks to know, in my own personal life, the arts has helped me to work through all of my personal challenges. The arts is super therapeutic. You may not want to talk about it. You may not want to work through some things that you've experienced in your life, but the arts can be a healing balm, and the arts can be that thing that takes you to the next level. Just give it a try. You may be surprised at what you find. So feel free to reach out to us on Instagram. Feel free to engage with the arts. You'll be surprised.
Well, thank you so much for joining A Healthier Tomorrow this morning. The Healthier Tomorrow radio program is brought to you by the Office of Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion at the Southern Nevada Health District. This summer, we encourage you to participate in our Soda-Free Summer Challenge. The challenge is simple. Reduce or eliminate sweetened beverages like sodas or energy drinks during the summer months. Our team will attend community events to provide materials and educational resources on healthy drink options. For more information, visit gethealthyclarkcounty.org/eat-better. I think we can all commit to eating better, right?
Oh, yes, we can.
Ciara, what's going on in our city?
Let me tell you so much, as always, Will. There's the Juneteenth block party at the Center on 6/15 from 2 to 7 p.m. There's going to be food trucks, carnival rides, kids activity, a live DJ, local performers. Please RSVP at thecenterlv.org/forum/Juneteenth/block party. So as far as it goes, y'all, check that out on their pages to make sure to RSVP. Make sure to come out. As far as it goes, we really want to sit there and on top of the summer-free summer challenge that is underway through 8/31, we really want to remind you to please take a break throughout the day and breathe. Even taking 10 to 15 minutes is enough to reduce your stress. For more tips to improve your emotional well-being, please visit the Southern Nevada Health District. And self-care begins with knowing your status. We are going to commemorate National HIV Testing Day by getting your free HIV testing at the center in partnership with the Library District. That is going to be Friday, June 27th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Free testing will be available at the Sahara West Library, the Clark County Library, as well as the East Las Vegas Library, and always at the center. Every single person has a status, so please make sure you know yours.
Love it, love it. Thank you for keeping us informed. And to our audience, thank you for tuning in to A Healthier Tomorrow. Our community is at its strongest when every voice is valued, every story is heard, and every person is welcome at the table. So whether it's celebrating pride, lifting up men's health, honoring Juneteenth, or supporting one another through life's ups and downs, unity isn't about being all the same. It's about standing together in the beauty of our diversity. I'm Will Rucker.
And I'm Ciara Owens.
And as we always remind you, you are not just a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. And what you do matters. So live compassionately. Tune in next time.
Bye, y'all.